2025 Denver Ecosystem Open Metaverse Marcus Giovanni AI 2006 since 2006 DENAI Mike Johnston. See, what Mike Johnston doesn't understand is that we needed him to come out of the closet to talk about all these things that he's doing with AI, being the savvy mayor and all that, because we already knew, I already knew, Denver's 18 years behind the digital 8 ball. And that started in 2011. And so we indexed everyone in regards to what they're contributing. So if we were in court, we would show a judge in chambers because he wouldn't want this information to slip out that you could actually do these things with using the new digital DNA, which is voice latent print, GPS, cell phone tower pings, like when Johnston comes out and says, yeah, we're going to zero in GPS. He's using all these keywords that he got from somewhere. And I've sent these people emails, inquiries, mayor meetings, and it's all done by design, all the way to Hickenlooper and Hancock. And why everybody makes fun of me for running for writing candidate, which was the best thing you could do to save your city, from the current Our City Beautiful's gone. It's been replaced with people that talk about the talk, party like the party, and yet nobody ever grows. It's oligarchy. The same thing that OAC and Uncle Bernie came out and talked about. And I'm looking at this guy from Delaware telling people in Denver what we need to do. Hey, old man, no offense, shut the fuck up. Okay? You have no clue what you're talking about, because you just know as what AI, Gen AI, and supervised, they know everything that guy's voice has produced. And any good team could actually go in just with the stuff that's been publicly. To get the private stuff, you need subpoenas and times, dates that would just blow the court's mind. I mean, you think Enemy of the State is something. Remember that movie? Gene Hackman, my favorite actor, next to Denzel Washington. I used to like, they don't get all involved with stuff. You just got to do their jobs. And unfortunately, this job here with Denver Mayor Mike Johnston trying to be governor, telling people he's not going to run. And then I decided to run because I needed to be the underdog Mighty Mouse here to take care of business. And, you just look at his pictures and look at the failures and the way they hedge their bets with the $200 million budget. We're over budget, overspent, just like the current Colorado's governor. Nothing gets done. We haven't invented anything. We haven't cured no cures, but everything is the same thing all the time. And so we can't have that no more. AI is going to change that. And to try to act like it's not going to happen, all that furthers your decay, but you'll always be in the same people, and then eventually you'll walk by a room where everybody's just, wow, what is that? That's front-end AI. Front-end Gen AI, supervised, finding the best people based off merits and ability for the jobs that we need to do, to make sure that the knuckleheads that happened with the 9 astronauts that were killed in Discovery because of an O-ring, that's because of a knucklehead. That's because something, they got caught slipping. So that's what happens. But anyway, so Mike Johnston likes to come out and start talking about things that other people, including myself, see, and because look what's missing in these conversations by identifiers that tend to give a pass to the current administration, and that's sad. And the good news is they can change. They can just change. But what's happening is 501(c)(3)s, this big change for people, losing cities, losing federal funding and federal grants to have federal offices in that city. They move it to a different city that can use that money in a way that follows the Constitution. And so when you have politicians coming out and twisting the facts and who knows what and says who, they're not garnishing anybody new. Look at the same people watch the same thing that watch the same thing, but the voters changed. And the more and more these people keep on doing, when you look at Warner Brothers and who they own and all the artists that are going to come out and, oh, they're going to get Kamala and all these, they haven't learned. They just haven't learned. And Gen Zs, I am telling you, you're going to have to protect the alphas, because those alphas are not as alpha as they think they are, just based off of the way the schools have been for the last 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. You go to 60. In Denver's case, it's the same people running the same thing, which is what we've verified it now. Case number 23CV54, Andrew Luxon, district attorney, yada yada yada, fights crime, has the biggest see-through cape that allows him to see through walls. And I knew just by the way he wasn't looking at me, told me all about him. And the fact that he let, being that I'm pro se, which they don't like, because how'd you get this far? Because AI told me, and they don't want to learn how to do this because it's being used against them all in their own courtroom by other countries. Not pointing no fingers, just saying, if I know this, fuck. That's why the military has to know everything. Undoubtedly. And this is where a lot of people don't understand that your voices now are the new latent print that we can use as the identifier of you and the content that you've created, written, uploaded, downloaded, whatever it is. Whatever it is. And you can tell if you're a friend or foe. Are you for the betterment of society and the communities around you, or are you not? Are you dark web stuff? Are you dark web matter? Which is just the conversation part of it. I don't decide who goes where or what, because our merits and abilities will get us there. Artificial intelligence does not see gender, does not see any of it knows of our habits and our emotions, and it will take advantage of it to make you the weakest person you can ever be, or the strongest person that you want to be. It lets you choose the path. There's two paths you can go on now. And dark web, or, well, actually, one's not a path. It's just how far you go to be involved with the internet and slow down a little bit and go to the parks and pick up trash and get other people to pick up trash and to build our Denver back into a city beautiful that is what it was at one time, and not what it is now, based off all the lies of trying to fix it, all the way from Hickenlooper and his brown scooter and taking a shower in his little $300 suit, if even that much, which I would never disrespect any suit like that, because some guy could have wore that suit to a next job because he didn't have that suit because it was the last one at the Goodwill. Hickenlooper snooked it up and decided to take a shower in it, while the guy that needed it, that came in about 2 hours later, that needed that suit so he could get a job, missed that job, and so he went back out smoking crack and all that kind of stuff. You know how that works?